We have a lot to cover, so let's get right into it. Many talismans require 0 effort to get, so I'll be talking about those ones first. Zombie Talisman, Skeleton Talisman, Village Affinity Talisman, Mind Affinity Talisman, Intimidation Talisman, and Scavenger Talisman can all be bought from the Adventure NPC for a few coins. If you need the money to buy these, just farm wheat for a bit. The Farming Talisman is basically also free, and you can get the Vaccine Talisman by dropping 8 poisonous potatoes from killing zombies in the hub. Emerald Collection holds a lot of talismans, this being the Talisman of Coins, the Magnetic Talisman, and the Emerald Ring. You could also get the Gravity Talisman for pretty cheap from Obsidian Collection. So now that we've talked about some of the easiest accessories to get, I'll be talking about more specific ones. Starting with the free talismans from the races. You can get the Wolf Paw from the park, the Pig's Foot from the End Race, Cheetah Talisman from the Dungeon Hub. You can get the Frozen Chicken from Jerry Island, but currently it's spring, so I can't get that. Other accessories from quests would include Melody's Hair, the Ring of Love from Romero and Juliet, the King Talisman from talking to all of these guys, and the Campfire Badge from Ryan. Get all of these before progressing on to further things. Now this is where the path diverges. I'll start by talking about the Farming Talismans. You can get the Farmer Orb from Pumpkin Collection, Speed Artifact from Cane Collection, Feather Artifact from Feather Collection, Night Vision Charm from Mushroom Collection, Potion Affinity Artifact from Netherwart, and finally the Piggy Bank from Pork Collection. I'd recommend getting the Potion Affinity Artifact, Speed Artifact, and Farmer Orb manually. Get the Piggy Bank, Feather Artifact, and Night Vision Charm from minions. Next are the mining and combat related accessories. This would include the Day Crystal, the Night Crystal, which you should probably just get from Quartz minions, Lava Talisman, which you should probably get from Magma minions, Fire Talisman, which you could either get from Bal or just Blaze minions, Experience Artifact, which you could either mine up this lapis or just get it from minions, Titanium Relic, which takes a lot of titanium, Artifact of Power, which is insanely expensive and you should probably just chill with the Ring of Power for a while. You can get the Jungle Hearts for the Jungle Amulet while you're powder grinding. You could get the Haste Ring from a minion, but it'll probably just be better to grind it manually on the bridge. This is the bridge, by the way. And finally, the Personal Deleter and Personal Compactor. You could either get this one manually or from minions, but I would recommend you probably should just get the compactor from minions. Next, we have the event-specific talismans. These would be the Crab Hats, Potato Talisman, which you get from the Technoblade event, may he rest in peace, Candy Relic and Bat Artifact from the Spooky event, the Mineral Talisman from the Mining Fiesta, the Great Spook Artifact, which you could get from this guy in the hub right now. Same as the Potato Talisman, the Blood God Crest is a yearly thing. You can get the New Year Cake Bag every 5 days. It's from the baker during the New Year's event. You can get the Beastmaster Crest from Diana. This one's a fun one. The Jerry Talisman, one of the hardest things to get in the game, from Mayor Jerry. You murder the Jerrys, open the boxes, hope for the accessory. You get the Bat Person Artifact from the Spooky event, the Eternal Hoof from Spooky Fishing, the Intimidation Artifact from the Spooky event shop, the Dante Talisman, which you can no longer get, the Bingo Artifact from the monthly Bingo event, and finally the Razor Sharp Shark Tooth Necklace. This is from the Marina Fishing event. Next we have the Dark Auction Talismans. This would include the Ender Artifact, currently going for around 120 mil, the Wither Artifact, going for about 60 mil, maybe 65, the Nether Artifact, going for about 50 mil, I don't know how you pronounce this, Hegemony or Hedge Money Artifact, it goes for about 350 to 400 mil during Mayor Scorpius, and lastly the Seal of the Family is from buying 15 things from the Dark Auction. Next up we have the Fishing Accessories, the Healing Ring, or Healing Talisman from Lilypad Collection, Sea Creature Artifact from Sponge Collection, the Bait Ring, as well as the Spiked Atrocity. It takes a lot of ink sacs. You can get Audra's Teeth from Trophy Fishing, you can get the Chumming Talisman from Moby in the Glowing Mushroom Cave, and finally the Pulse Ring from Lava Fishing. Next we have a very large section of Slayer accessories. These are the Zombie Artifact from Zombie Slayer 7, the Devourer Ring from Zombie Slayer 5, the Reaper Orb from Zombie Slayer 8, the Tarantula Talisman drops from Tier 4s, the Spider Artifact from Spider Slayer 7, the Survivor Cube from Spider Slayer 7, the Red Claw Artifact from Wolf Slayer 5, Wolf Ring, which requires 2 rare drops, the Wolf Talisman as well as the Weak Wolf Catalyst, the Hunter Ring from Wolf Slayer 7, the Soulflow Supercell from E-Man Slayer 8, as well as the other variants. The Handy Blood Chalice drops from Tier 4 Void Gloom, the Pocket Espresso Machine, which also drops from Tier 4 Void Gloom, the Netherrack Looking Sunshade, the Burst Stopper Artifact, have fun with that, and finally the Blaze Talisman. Now we have the Dungeon Accessories. Scarf's Grimoire from Floor 2. This can be crafted from 16 Scarf Studies, the Catacombs Expert Ring from Floor 7, the Master Skulls from Master Mode, the Auto Recombobulator from Floor 7, and finally the Treasure Artifact from Secrets. Some miscellaneous accessories would include the Bits Talisman, which can be bought from Elizabeth for 15,000 bits, the Jacobus Register, which can be bought from Jacobus, and the Wood Affinity Talisman from Oak Collection, not to mention the additional few that have been added with the new update. Now that I've talked about literally every single accessory in the game, I will give advice on them. Generally, most of the collection talismans like Fire and Lava, you should just dedicate one minion to slowly grinding them out for you. Same goes with Day and Night Crystal in my opinion. Next thing is to make sure to get as many free accessories as possible. Do all your races and quests, because it really adds up. If you're early game, try to be around 200 magic power. If you're mid game, try to get anywhere from 400 to 600. If you're late game, 700 plus is good. And finally, if you're end game, get about 1,000. Accessories generally get hard to obtain around 300 to 400 magic power. You've gotten all the free and cheap ones. The only ones left are a grind. This might seem like weird advice, but I'd recommend you don't directly go for talismans. Just let them slowly increase over time. I was grinding spooky events for a black cat, and I happened to get enough resources to craft a bat person artifact, even though I wasn't directly going for it. Another example is when I try to do Wolf Slayer to drop an overflux, I get wolf teeth along the way, and these teeth can be used to craft the Hunter's Ring and Red Claw artifact. Another tip I'd give is don't buy the Dark Auction talisman until you have a very good money making method. This will likely have to do with mining. Trust me, you don't want to farm 200 mil to spend on a few accessories. A video like this is very difficult to structure, and I know many people watching this want a video that says, once you get this talisman, go for this next. But that's just not how Ironman works. I will give you some structure if you truly want my recommendations. I would say go for every single quest talisman before anything else. Once you have that, set up minions for most of your collection accessories. While these minions are producing your collection accessories, go for some of the cheap Slayer accessories like Zombie Ring and Red Claw Talisman. Make sure to attend every spooky event to max out that shop as soon as possible. Either the Bat Artifact or the Shark Tooth Necklace will probably be your first legendary talisman. Make sure to attend as many special events as you can. For example, the Great Spook is happening right now, and you can get a free rare accessory out of that. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful. I'm always open to suggestions for future videos, and as always, thanks for watching. Bye bye.